What's up guys, Penguin Overlord here, and welcome back to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So I kind of screwed up the Mk17 Shorty Gargoyle review because I thought that mobility was ADS speed if you look at the mobility section, but it's actually movement down aim time, aim down sights time. So that's great. So we're going to redo this test and I will come up with a new version of the video later this week. So, but as you can see, the stats here are pretty much the same. So I'm not expecting anything different. So here's how we're going to do this test. So I've got this marker down to 18 meters. And what I'm going to do is we're going to aim down sights and walk towards it until it disappears. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze how fast it took from starting the movement until this marker disappears. Going to go frame by frame to see when it disappears and when I start moving to see how long it takes for me to get there. And I'm going to compare this with the Mk17 Shorty Gargoyle, with the regular Mk14 Shorty, and I think I've got a Mk17 Shorty somewhere around here. Yeah, with, that's range. Okay, so that won't help. So yeah, I'll just compare these two guns, and then I'll just run towards the target as part of his perspective. I normally don't aim down sights and walk at the same time, so I guess that's why I missed it. Like, I do kind of sometimes if I'm, like, trying to sneak up on an enemy, but I don't just go play the game like this, because that's not a very effective way to play. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on with the test. And here we go. Okay, that disappeared quickly. I should probably find a different mark. Yeah, this is going to be a very impromptu sort of live video, which is not normally how I do things, but whatever. It's like almost 1 o'clock where I'm at. I'm just starting this, so there we go. So 32 meters, that's a little bit better, and I'm at a more consistent spot anyway. So let's get going. Oh, that was not good. Let me restart that, because I hit this stupid power jack. Okay. Okay, can you guys go over here?
I need you to sit in.
Hey, that worked that time.
We're moving there now.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait for these guys to move. So that way they're out of my way. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Now we're going to go back with the Mk17 Shorty, the regular version. As you can see, that I just did that with the Gargoyle version, and then I did that with, and now I'm going to do it with the Mk17 Shorty regular version. So let me go set up my thing again. It's at 31 meters this time instead of 32. That's a little weird. Okay. And it's fine. Yep, there we go. Now it's at 32. Okay, so we're going to walk again, and here we go.
All clear here.
Okay, that did feel a little bit slower. So maybe the Mk17 isn't completely useless after all. One more test. And here we go. I'll set up the marker again. That's at 33. Okay, we're at 32 meters, and we're just going to run, and here we go. Okay, obviously that's quicker, so if you actually need to move to get somewhere, I don't really recommend aiming down sights the whole time, because that's kind of pointless. You're just slower and you're going to get hit more often. This is decently fast, though, just by looking at... Okay, I'm starting to see a difference here. So maybe the Mk17 Shorty isn't completely useless after all. I still think it needs a better ability, because... honestly, I don't go running around shooting people like this, moving like this. If I need to shoot somebody, I run to get actual speed so that way I don't get shot, go behind cover, and then aim down sights and take my shot. So Again, still not the best ability, but let's go see the time and see how that did. Okay, so I just finished looking at the results, and so here's what they are. The Mk17 Shorty, it took 5 seconds before that marker disappeared. With the with the Mk17 Shorty Gargoyle, it took 5 seconds before the marker disappeared. With the regular Mk17 Shorty, it was 7 seconds, and by running straight at the target, it was just shy of 2 seconds. So there is a slight difference in the mobility of the Mk17 Gargoyle compared to the regular Mk17. Now, I didn't have a version of the Mk17 Shorty with mobility, at least I don't think I do. Okay, so I don't have one with mobility. So whenever I redo the Mk17 Shorty Gargoyle review this week, because it's not going to be the first video I do, because I have other guns I want to review, like this very fun to use CSFP Bale. A lot of fun. Look forward to the video on that. But yeah, so there is a slight difference in mobility with the Mk17 Shorty Gargoyle and the regular version. So optimal mobility isn't completely useless. It's just almost useless. Because really, it's such a small difference. Like, I'm not going to just walk around the base with this, just aim down sights the whole freaking time. And, you know, it's just not that great of an ability, honestly. Because if I'm actually aiming down sights and like trying to maneuver on an enemy, it doesn't really matter because I'm usually in stealth or I'm just sneaking up on an enemy in a detected state that's like, you know, they're behind cover, so I'm trying to get an angle on them. It doesn't really matter how fast I'm going when I'm doing this, at least for me. If you find this valuable, then hey, good for you, I guess. But I still think this weapon needs a rework, and just to give it something a little bit better than slightly faster movement when you're aimed down sights. It's not that great of an ability, especially if you have to go through the trouble of doing the critical threat raid, getting a good group of people to do it with, so that way you're not doing it for hours and hours on end, struggling with the bosses. If I have to go through all of that, I'd rather have a more useful ability. So that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry, I screwed up with the Mk17 Shorty review. I'll fix it later this week. This is one of the reasons why I don't review weapons all that much on the channel, at least for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's just stuff like this. It's things that I normally don't really care about, you know? And honestly, a lot of the weapons in Ghost Recon Breakpoint feel the same anyway, so it's not like you're playing Borderlands or the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077, where the weapons have more impact. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm just going to end here before I ramble on till the heat death of the universe. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, guys.